Ladies and gentlemen, Kim here. Welcome to the daily update. Hope you guys had a good day trading today. Market is down, actually up 2% positive there. On the S&P Nasdaq 3%, semiconductor 4, Dow 1.5, also 2000 transport banks. These guys are up about 2 to 3%. Energy made a move a little bit. Biotech up, healthcare, home builders, utility, retail, emerging market. All these guys are green, bright green day today. Bitcoin up, gold, super miners pretty much flat. Dollar down, oil up, treasury bond down. VIX is down 10% there. Let's do S&P 500 ETF. Spider! 65 minutes are here. So this is where we closed yesterday, and looks like we opened up with a sizable up gap this morning. This is exactly the move that buyers needed today. Yesterday, I emphasized the fact that we're at this level where if the buyers don't make a move today in the first few hours of trading session today, the gap up will be the best case scenario because we're in this rising uptrend support level that needed to be solidified. And I'm going to zoom out later and you'll see what I'm talking about. But right now, you can see we gapped up and then we came down a little bit. Prior resistance acting as new support there. There's no surprise in that. I mean, we had such a big gap up. Previous known resistance is going to act as quick support through that hammer candle there. And then pretty much grind it all day, keeping that gain, sustaining that gap, making sure that gap stays up. But I'm going to tell you right now, if this gap that was opened up today, if bulls can sustain and protect this up gap this entire week, there's a very, very good chance intermediate term trend is now shifting from bearish to bullish. If bulls can protect this up gap from today, I'm going to zoom out here and show you guys that, yesterday we talked about this rising uptrend support. I talked about it as potential level of support, because we're dealing with so many supported areas here at 409 and 405. And also we've been talking about bearish divergence that bears been working with. Buyers needed to act quickly, because if we lose this potential level of support today, let's say we saw something opposite of this. Let's say we actually gapped down. That would have been a disastrous for this market and the buyers, because this entire thing would have became island top reversal, right? This will be an island gap, and we will be breaking below this rising uptrend support, all the gap areas, all the moving averages, and then we would be seeing 400, even potentially retesting this. At least obviously 402 at minimum. 402 at minimum, 400 worst case scenario, going all the way to 390. This is why this level right here was the level, right, that bulls needed to act quickly. And with that gap up, definitely they made that statement that bulls are utilizing and keeping this momentum going with higher lows and higher highs. We do have short to midterm uptrend with new highs cultivation today. So what are the levels buyers are kind of looking to acquire going forward? So you can see all the boss bears who've been hanging around in this vicinity. I mean, this job right here that was done in early June, that's all boss bears right here. You see that? My long-term moving average coming down. Bulls got up. Boss bears shot down the buyers. You can see how fast this market tanked. So now the boss bears have retreated back up to about 430 vicinity. This you can see the down gap from, let's see here, May 5th. So that's going to be the next level where the buyers want to reclaim. Boss bears are hanging around in that vicinity. So bulls are probably on their way to get up there to battle with the boss bear at 430, right? Check out that oscillator. So the oscillator, well, we are now nullifying that bearish divergence with that gap up. I talked about that yesterday. The only way bulls are going to nullify it is to break above, right? The above that falling resistance there, and then that oscillator crossing right back up. And one thing I've been talking about and also been tweeting about is, as you can see here, ever since this market bottomed, you know, in mid-June, bears are failing to bring that oscillator all the way to the bottom of its band. They're prematurely, bulls are, you know, they're prematurely crossing this thing back up. That shows weakness. Look at what bulls are doing right here. They're bringing that oscillator all the way to the top of his band. You see how this is how you can kind of see the trend shifting. How you can see, because bulls been and bears been getting that oscillator to the bottom of his band before. They just failed to do that in July, all throughout July and August, and just even recently here, they're prematurely crossing it up. So here now that you can see the oscillator is not overbought at all. Bulls still have energy left. That means we can have another day of bullish move to the upside, and potentially buyers are going after that 424, 25. I'm gonna come back for you. We'll reassess the situation. Enjoy your evening and go trading tomorrow.